I'm Yolanda from GLAAD. Okay, so each week on her brand new podcast, Outlaws, the one and only T.S. Madison invites living legends and rising stars to get real, get raw, and own their stories out loud. With guests like Tina Knowles, Chappell, Roan, and Lil Nas X, it's clear the show isn't playing it safe, it's rewriting the rules. I want to know, T.S., what does being an outlaw mean to you?
An outlaw is a person that never fits in and is always wanted. I've never been able to fit like this specific mold that people wanted me to do. I'm gonna call some names because some of them are guests on the show. I love my baby Laverne. Laverne is so smart and she's so amazing. And I told her that I really want to see her in politics. But I also watch her have to live in a shell a little bit. She has to be mindful because she's a leader. On Outlaws, we have two segments on the show. One of the segments on the show is called Talk Your Shit. It's the opening segment of the show where I get the guests to sit down and just like really completely unwind. I think with the Miss Tina interview, she talked a lot of her shit. And I understand protecting her brand and protecting, but I just wanted her to feel comfortable in talking her shit. Like I wanted her to tell me, like, I'm the mother of Beyonce, Giselle Knowles Carter. And
Exactly,
Solange
yeah.
Knowles, I'm the mother. I birthed the nation. You know what I'm
Exactly,
saying?
yeah.
And so that's what we do in the Talk Your Shit segment of the Outlaw show. When Laverne comes, what I loved about it is she was nervous about it at first, and I said, Laverne, you're safe here,
Yeah.
safe. I give you permission to unwind, let it all out, girl. This is everybody else is going to be looking for you to be poised. I want you to still do that here, but I also want you to have a you moment. This is a you moment. Brag. These are
Exactly.
accomplishments that you've made in your life. And it's not bragging. This is truth. It's facts. It is facts.
Absolutely.
State facts about yourself. You know what I'm saying? In those moments, she said, girl, thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you for letting me come here and just blah. Because other people's like, ooh, are you gonna say that? Ooh,
Of
is this
course.
oh are you gonna say or do that? Like, yes, I am.
Of course, yeah, you are. And did that make it easy for you to choose your guests for this season? And what made
Um,
you surprised about the conversations?
well, I wanted all the guests that came because they had a different I wanted them to unwind. I knew that they would be able to unwind with me. Oh my God, I really want to reveal some more people that are coming, but I can't. But
Okay, well,
there were some people that came that really unwound. And I was like, whoa. Like I love that. Like I love that, you can come here and you can say bitch.
right,
Or you
yeah.
can come here and say, girl, I'm rich, you know? Because people have taught you as a queer person, lay low, stay low, be humble,
Right,
this and the other. Like this will be taken away from you if you're too. It's like, no, girl, I'm a queen. Are you
right.
kidding me? I am a queen. I'm gonna queen out on you, girl, and let you know because you people don't mind trying to belittle me. You don't mind trying to keep me in a box. You don't mind trying to keep me humble or make me humble. You don't mind doing that. And so this is where I'm going to talk my shit. I'm going to tell you that I'm a boss. I said, Laverne, you paved the way for
Right.
me to do things that I do. Tell the audience that. You know what I'm saying? I stand on your shoulders to do the things that I do. If it wasn't for you laying foundations and things, girl, don't ever be modest about the achievements and the walls that you knocked down for an entire community.
Right. Is that why you felt like it was appropriate to come out with a podcast like this now?
Yes, it is definitely because there's so much of our history as queer people are being erased. So much of our history as Black people are being erased. It is being erased because of the administration that we're in right now. Like it is the attempt to really get rid of us is crazy. And this is the time that an outlaw, like we're running against what is deemed law now. We're fighting against what people have deemed is law. And so we're outlaws right now, girl.
Speaking of learning new things and being an outlaw, we do have to talk a little bit about Drag Race because you do everything,
Oh,
obvious.
yes, girl, I do everything. Come on,
You
let's
do
talk about
everything. And as a rotating judge on Drag Race, you mentor the queens, you read the girls,
it. I do. I
you
do,
give the
girl.
girls what they
I
need.
do.
And we love seeing you in the judging seat. And Drag Race has also evolved so much. But as a judge, what changes and trends have you seen in the drag world that you are happy about and excited about, especially like with the new season dropping? What are you looking forward to?
I like this last season that the girls have gotten back to not necessarily drama, but they've gotten back to giving us good TV. The first time that I saw Anya Nerve walk out on the stage, I felt that she was going to win that show. I just did.
Same.
I, I just said that. I leaned over to Rue and I said, "Girl, that's the winner, girl." Doechii she was judged too, and so Doechii and I were together, and I leaned to Rue and I said, "Girl, this girl's gonna win this thing." And when she did in, out, in me,
Yeah.
I looked at Doechii. I said, "Girl, honey, you better watch it, girl. She's gonna run you in the ground." And we both fell out laughing. We fell out laughing or whatever. Lexi was, I like to see the girls overcome their inner saboteur, like overcoming their struggles with addictions and things like that or whatever. And Lexi, she struggled with addictions. And then, I've seen just recently where she has decided that she's going to check herself in and just like really get herself sober and clean, whatever. She was a great competitor. And it was so good to see her spirit lifted, coming down that runway, and we were critiquing her, and she had an opportunity to, whatever pain that she was going through, and she was masking it with substance or alcohol or whatever abuse that she was, involved in. She was able to mask it with drag, and I was so happy that she was there as a piece of trans representation too.
Speaking of lifting up people and mentoring with the T.S. Madison Starter House, you really built not just a home, but a blueprint. And
Yes.
so I want to ask you, what message do you want people in power, especially policymakers and funders, to take from your approach to supporting trans women?
I want people in power to understand that the real people in power are the people and not you. The real people in power are the people. And we, the people, said that we're not going to allow you to starve us. We're not going to allow you to put us on the street. We're not going to allow you to ostracize us. We're not going to allow you to make us public enemy. We're going to live, we're going to build communities, and we're going to help each other survive. We are going to survive without any of your funding. We're going to survive without any of your housing initiatives. We're going to survive without any of your backing. We are going to survive whether you want us to or not, honey. And we are going to do that because we, the people, are in power. You're just over there writing on paper. We're the people that are really in power. And to empower your community is a direct defiance against the powers that think that be.
So we're very excited to hear the new podcast, Outlaws, streaming on iHeartRadio's Outspoken Podcast Network. And
Yeah.
before we go, the Maddie Mob needs to know, how are you spending Pride Month?
Working.
Period.
I'm spending Pride Month out. I'm going to be with the people. I'm going to be raising money for the starter house. I'm going to be, because we need funding. Like we again, we are the people in power, and a dollar helps. $5 help. I'm not asking anybody to give up their left kidney or their right lung. I just give $1, give 5, give 10. Come out. Buy a drink because when you're at the Abbey for Pride at the Abbey, it's called the Outlaw. $1 from each drink goes to the starter house. And so, just that's all. Queer people spend $1.7 trillion in commerce, and I think $1.7 trillion. I just need $1. I just need $1. 2 is great. 5 is outstanding. Honey, 40, dear God. $40.
We're gonna get more than 40. We're gonna get it all.